Hey guys, Sean C. Phillips with a brand new DVD Blu-ray Tuesday Sean Bears today. Taking to go out there, see some out, see if things are on sale. Today though, new release-wise, if you guys remember last Tuesday, there was nothing out because the thing now with stores is every 2 weeks, the stores are changing out the new releases. So last Tuesday was nothing changed out. This week though, there should be some new things coming out. I'm really wondering though if like some of the stuff that released last week that I feel like Walmart would have carried like Founders Day. I'm really curious if they're going to put it out this week because I feel like it's like almost like are the movies that release on the weeks that the stores don't put things out almost like the ones that kind of like get like, you know, dumped on and they don't get like in the stores now. It's kind of weird. It's almost like when they release stuff, they have to pay attention now to is a store going to put it out, you know, on a shelf that Tuesday. It's such a weird thing to think about. At least that's what it sort of seems like is going on lately. But new release wise today, there are some things coming out. I know the main big thing is the newest King Kong Godzilla movie. I think it's Kong X Godzilla, I believe, and then it's like New Hope or not New something at the end. I can't remember the second part to the title, but I know that one's releasing today, and I think there's some exclusives for that one. There may be like a Walmart Steelbook for that one or something like that. I think I saw something about exclusive. Not 100% certain though, but I think so. Also though, at the end of this video is going to be a whole bunch of brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews for some things I received to review and talk about for you guys. So definitely stay tuned for those as well. Also though, one thing I want to let you guys know, which is really exciting, is the film which I directed, Amityville Bigfoot, is now out to stream for free on Tubi TV. So I'm going to put a link below and you guys can go to watch it off of Tubi. If you guys have the app on your TV, you guys can watch it off the TV as well. But I had a really fun time making that movie. Really low budget though. It was made for like probably under $30,000 compared to the ones that I'm doing now, which are like over $100,000. So this one was very, very low budget. It was only made in 5 days. So very, very quick and everything, but had a really fun time. If you guys get to check it out though, definitely let me know what you guys think of the movie. And if you guys make any like reviews or anything like that, definitely send them to me as well. Would love to see those too. But anyway though, guys, let's get going and see what we can find today. Into Target we go. And they're out there with like, you know, those chocolate bars trying to get people to get those chocolates. But we're gonna head in here and see. You guys know we always have to check the front, the $1, $3, and $5 spot and see anything new. And surprisingly enough, they really do change the spot out pretty frequently. It's like every time I'm in here, I feel like there's like something random like new over here. Like right now, I can see like these like star pillows. And this kind of funny thing, this little like vending machine is a new thing for $5 that like you put like candy into it and stuff. That's kind of cool. And there's a clear see-through one. And then let's see, what else is these like things for the put up on the wall, like I think the ones that like glow in the dark, I'm thinking. And then these things, these ones I thought at first were those things that open up jars, but they're actually just like the thing for the drain. But yeah, like I said, they've definitely changed this area out a lot here. And of course, closed again, the self-checkout. I feel like it's like, I think we've only ever randomly seen that open one time. Let's see the books here though. You always have to check right here. New here in the front. Let's see. I think this one might be a new one I don't remember seeing. And the Paradise Problem, I think that might be one I don't remember seeing. And that one, Home is Where the Bodies Are, that might be a newer one too. I don't think I remember seeing that one, the VHS tape, you know, cover. And let's see anything new in the Turd Mags here. But we'll head over to the actual section though. Let's see. Hopefully they actually put out the new stuff today, but we shall see. We shall see. Well, in the actual section today, they did actually put out the new things today. So they did have the Superman Lois complete third season that came out today, and then they had a Godzilla 5 movie collection, as well as Godzilla, you know, on Blu-ray, as well as on 4K today as well. So at least they finally did, you know, switch out the new stuff. But when it comes to the toys and stuff in here, not really seeing anything new in here today. Hasn't really been much changed out. And then like in the Squish section, it was all really picked over. And I've been trying to find some more of these new like mini brands, like the put together ball ones. It's supposed to be like a garden one and a couple other new ones, but I've yet to find those ones. But we're gonna head over to Walmart next and we'll see what new they have over there though. But yeah, these are the things I was talking about, like the put together ones. I already have these ones. These are the older ones, but there's some newer ones that are like a garden one, like a bath bomb, like really random ones. And then one that's really cool though is the one that's like the KFC one down here, but it's in this kind of one where it's like these things. things, but it's old retro things like old Polaroid cameras and stuff they haven't made in years, or they're kind of like in these small things. I don't know, these things are always kind of cool to find and stuff, but they always these are the kind of things though, when people see them in the stores, they go and just buy the whole box up and they're just gone right away. So they just go, yeah, I'll take the box, and then there they all go. Into Walmart we go. Hopefully they have everything out in here today. We shall see though. Alright, well, I've not peeked yet, guys, so we're going to head back. It seems like, yet again, they're not playing the music in here, which is good, because lately it seems like the music is, for the most part, off in here, which is good. Like, I know that now I bring that up, I'm sure it will be on. I just saw, like, a tiny peek from my eye and was seeing new things on the shelf, which is good. We'll see, though, if, like I said, there's anything, like, from last week, too, like Founders Day or any of that. The one I see that I'm kind of surprised that they carry, but I see Godzilla, you know, Kong, The New Empire, the 4K, the Blu-ray here for $24.96, the DVD for $19.96, and this is the, you know, 5-movie collection, which has 5 of the films, you know, all together here for $34.96. Other than that, though, right here, nothing new in this spot, but I saw over here the one Immaculate, which is one I'm kind of surprised that they carry just because of the themes and stuff, but I like this movie. This one had a real cool, like, old school kind of 70s, kind of like one of those, like, sort of almost like nunsploitation kind of feels to it a little bit. This one is available, though, on Blu-ray, though, so I'm going to definitely get a Blu-ray of that one down the line, but it's $12.96 for the DVD. Let's see, though, if by chance they maybe will carry the Blu-ray, too, in here. Oh, yeah, this is one of the other ones that came out today. There are a few other things. There was this one Stopmotion, which is one that I actually wanted to get, but I think there's a Blu-ray. So I'm going to check to see if there's a Blu-ray for that one. If there's a Blu-ray, I'm going to order that on Amazon. And there's one here called The Last Kumite, the one that's with Cynthia Rothbach's new movie. That one came out today for $9.96. And then The Long Game came out for $14.96. And Superman and Lois, the complete 3rd season. And then The Adventures with Superman, or sorry, My Adventures with Superman, that was today. And then the Digimon Adventure, 02, the beginning, and then South Park, the Join the Panderverse, that released today as well. So yeah, like I said, a lot of different things today. Other than that, though, that seems to be all the main new ones that I see today, though. Into the second Walmart we go. Well, we'll take a look in here and see if there's anything different. You see a big barrel of Squish, you know, right here. I don't think there's anything new in here. Just kind of all kind of pushed over here, and they're moving something back there, like some crane thing or something. I don't know what's going on, but we'll look in here though and see if there's anything different. Not really expecting anything else too different, because it had pretty much everything out at the other Walmart, but I'm still seeing if they have any of those ball ones in here, the garden ones. Like I said, like I mentioned, this is the kind of one like this, but it's like a retro one of all kinds of retro things shrunken down. It's kind of cool, but hopefully I can find that. But I think they're kind of exclusive to Targets more often, or at least Target's the place I see them more often. And look, see, they're going all throughout the store on that thing. That's like, it's going all over the place. That beep, beep, beep. I don't know where. I guess they're taking it to the back and stuff, but we'll go over to the movies, though, and we'll see if there's anything different over there, though. But you guys can see, though, all these locations are very different, because, see, this one, they didn't change out any of the new releases, and it's like they have this thing for it, you know, for the exclusive Steelbook, the Godzilla one, but nothing was put out. It's all the same stuff and everything. So that's the one thing, is they don't always switch them out. Let's see, in here, too, yeah, all the same stuff in this spot here as well, too. But all you hear in this store, though, is that beeping noise. The thing is, see, I'm moving that thing back, but, like, the beep, beep, beep. It's like, it doesn't look like there's anything else in here, though. But that's all that I can hear, is the beep, 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 beep in here. But anyway, though, guys, that was all for my brand new DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shopping video today. Let me know in the comments below, though, what you guys picked up on DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K, if you guys ended up picking up anything today. Also, let me know if you guys saw anything new at the theaters recently. This past weekend, I did see Bad Boys Ride or Die, the newest Bad Boys film, which I really liked the movie. I thought it was a really fun film. I've really loved all the films in the series, and, you know, I love those characters, and having, you know, Martin Lawrence and, you know, Will Smith back together again, I thought it was great. The other one I saw was The Watchers, which is M. Night Shyamalan's daughter directed the film. And it was one of those movies where, like, it had kind of an interesting concept, but at the same time, like, it wasn't as interesting as I was hoping it was going to be. And, like, was anyone else noticing, like, the music kind of had, like, it was almost like the music from The Village kind of changed a little bit. And it was almost like, I kept thinking of like how much better The Village was in a sense. It was kind of like a similar kind of vibe and stuff. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's not worth watching, but I didn't love it. I really, really did not absolutely love The Watchers. I wouldn't say it was like the greatest thing ever. And then the other movie that I saw was Ezra, which was about Bobby Cannavaro, stars in the movie with Robert De Niro, which I really liked that movie. That was a really good, positive movie, and, about this kid who had autism, and it's basically just his father, wanting to take care of him and not agreeing with what the field had said about putting him in a special school and all these specific things and stuff. And really, really, really good film, and I really liked that one a lot. But anyway, though, guys, now stay tuned for the brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews. And the first one I got here from Sony is a really cool release here. This is the brand new 4K Ultra HD edition here of The Karate Kid here. And it's in a really cool, like, aged slipcover version. It kind of has, like, an old VHS kind of look with the red border around it and everything. And it has, like, some kind of ages around the top. You can see kind of, like, scuffs and stuff like that to look older around the side. So really cool, like, look for this one. And like I said, this is the brand new 4K Ultra HD edition here of the film here. Like I said, just want to let you guys know that this was available if you guys were a fan of the film. Now, it has in here the 4K Ultra HD, as well as the Blu-ray version of the film, as well as a 4K digital code as well for the film. And here's the look to at the back. You guys can see too, even when you take the slipcover off, it's still aged in the actual print as well, like in the back and everything. But really cool release for this one. The one thing I want to mention too, I saw that they're putting out on 4K for the very first time, Sony as well. They're putting Can't Hardly Wait, which I can't wait for because it says it's going to have unearthed deleted scenes. So it's like, I'm thinking it's going to be like those deleted scenes of that one character they cut from the movie that was like crying the whole time that they always talked about in the commentary. That's what I'm thinking it's going to be. The next one here is from Warner Brothers. They sent over a free copy of this one to let you guys know this one was available. And this is the brand new 4K Ultra HD. It includes the 4K and the digital copy of Kong and Godzilla, Kong versus Godzilla, the New Empire. I guess it's Kong X Godzilla. The New Empire. And this one has on here, though, extras include a commentary with Adam Wingard on here and multiple featurettes that delve further into the histories and origins of these titans, journey deeper into the heart of the world and discover the spectacular Hollow Earth and meet new characters and get an inside look at the film's epic battles and go behind the scenes with Wingard and the cast and crew. Adam Wingard, though, I've been a fan of him forever. Like, I remember back in the day reviewing one of his first movies, Homesick, and like sending him the review on like MySpace. That's how long I've been following his stuff. I remember just randomly discovering that movie Homesick. I think it I think Best Buy or somewhere, either there or Tower Records or something, knew nothing about it and became like obsessed with that film. The next one here, this one was from Decal releasing, and this is a movie that I give a top recommendation to. I actually saw this one in theaters, and I absolutely love this movie. It stars Riley Keough and Jesse Eisenberg, and it's called Sasquatch Sunset. And like, this is one of those movies, though, this is not going to be for everybody because it's a really out there, trippy kind of weird sort of film because there's no dialogue, there's no talking, there's nothing like that whatsoever. It's basically they're playing Sasquatches. So the whole time they're, in these really, really good Sasquatch, costumes, the entire movie. And it's basically a Sasquatch family. And they're kind of out there and, the one director, it's two brothers directed the film, and one of them, was it Nathan? Yeah, Nathan is playing one of the Sasquatches, and he's kind of playing the mean one, like that's like real angry, pissed off the whole time, and everything too. But I love it. It's basically just them, this family of Sasquatch kind of wandering around out there, doing things, having things happen, and that's sort of just what it is with really, really good music. And there's this great scene too when the Sasquatches come across this cassette tape player. I don't know, I love this movie. It's totally my kind of movie. It's not going to be something for everybody, but really love this movie. Really look forward to seeing future films from the directors, though. But top recommendation. Give this movie a shot. I really was happy to be able to review this one for you guys. The next one here, this was from Dark Sky Films. I actually went to see this one in theaters as well. I like this movie. It's a movie here called Founders Day. It's kind of like the movie that I was in years ago. If you ever saw a movie called President's Day, I almost feel like President's Day might have had a slight inspiration to this film, just a little bit. It was one that I was in years ago that got like a decent amount of attention because Dead Meat James talked about it. And I think if it wasn't for that, I don't think it would have gotten like the big kind of push that it did. And now it's out from Terra Films, I think, put out the Blu-ray of it recently. It was shot in 2008. So similar kind of film. If you guys like this one, definitely watch President's Day too, because it's in that same kind of vibe and feeling of this one. The one thing that was cool though was when I was watching this movie, I kept trying to figure out who the main guy was in it, the older guy, and I was like, where do I know that guy from? And basically, though, this movie is about taking place during a, mayor election that's going on, and people in the town are getting killed off, and it's kind of like with a masked killer, and it's a really cool throwback slasher film. But the older guy in it was, I kept trying to figure out who he was, and then I realized, oh, he's the dad in Boy Meets World. And I hadn't seen him in a film in a long time. I thought he did a really good job in this movie. But if you guys like, slasher films like with more of an 80s kind of feel to it, this one kind of reminded me a little bit of It's a Wonderful Knife a little bit too. It kind of had that similar feel to it. But this one has on here a commentary track on here with the director, as it has a bunch of different, it has the writer, director, and actors, has director of photography. There's also some interviews on here, time-lapse production video, behind-the-scenes gallery, and there's also a teaser trailer, concept trailer with commentary, teaser trailer, and trailer on this one here as well. The next one here, this one was from Kino Lorber, and this is the brand new 4K Ultra HD edition here of, the Harvey Keitel film which he stars in, Bad Lieutenant here. And this one has the 4K Ultra HD and the Blu-ray copy of the film, and I believe this is the very, very first time the film has been put out on 4K. This is one of the rare films, too, where they actually use the NC-17 rating. A lot of times when a movie gets, NC-17, they go, oh, nah, and they end up making it unrated, or just say not rated. So nowadays, if you see a movie coming out, like I think that one, the slasher one, recently, why am I blanking on the name? The Woods one, totally blanking on the one that was like off from the killer's perspective, but I think that was actually released unrated, because I've seen some posters that say that, but it might be a mistake. But very rare to see NC-17 releases, where they actually use the that rating. I remember, like, even in theaters when you see like the rating board, they always show that. I'm thinking very rarely do you ever see NC-17. I remember I worked in the movie theaters for 2 years, and I don't think we ever had anything come through that was NC-17, because a lot of times theaters won't even show them with that rating. But a great film here. This, like I said, this is a brand new 4K scan from the 35mm camera negative here. Has a commentary track on here with the director and cinematographer. It has on here a making of documentary. It has a thing on here with the locations, an interview with the cinematographer, and a trailer on this one here as well. The other one here, which is from Kino Lorber as well, and this is from the Kino Studio Classics line, is a movie that stars Brad Dourif called Death Machine. And this one has on here, it has 3 different cuts of the film, which is really cool. It has the U.S. cut, the foreign cut, and then the director's cut. So the U.S. cut's 100 minutes, it's 122 minutes for the foreign cut, and then 106 minutes for the director's cut. To me, I always think it's so cool when they release like the different, versions of films and the different edits, because it can be so different and so dramatically different with some of the edits and stuff like that too. Kino always does a good job though with including the different versions and everything too. So this has on here though a comedy track on here, the writer director. It has commentary with horror flicks. Fix.com's James G. Chandler and Ass Hamilton, audio conversation with Stephen Norrington, 5 separate on-camera interviews on here, 2 image galleries, 3 trailers, and more on this one here as well. The next one here, this was from Severin Films. This is a really cool release here. This is the first volume of the collection here. This is the Game of Clones, the Bruceploitation collection here. Now, right after Bruce Lee had passed away, they were making all these different, they were basically, because of how popular Bruce Lee had become, they wanted more films, so they were like more films with like Bruce Lee, but Bruce Lee was gone. So what they were doing was finding people that kind of look like Bruce Lee and were almost like lookalikes, and making other like Bruce Lee type knockoff type movies. And they were these kind of cheesy, wacky kind of movies, but they kind of became popular, and they lasted for a number of years making these films. And this is a collection here of a number of different exploitation films. It's a 7-disc set, which includes 12 restored Bruceploitation classics, as well as the award-winning documentary Enter the Clones. It also has a 100-page book of essays, posters, and rare photos of over 23 combined, and also over 23 hours of combined special features on here as well. Now, here's a look, though, at the booklet in here, which has stuff all about the films, pictures, posters, all sorts of things in here. And then here's a look, though, at the discs. So here's the Enter the Clones. This was the documentary, which was included. And then there is Game of Clones, Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragons, on here. And then it has the Dragon Lives Again, Bruce Lee and the Iron Finger. Really cool designs on this one. The Challenger and of the Tiger, and then Cameron Connection here. And then we have Super Dragon, the Bruce Lee story, and the Dragon Lives. And then we have the Dragon, the Head, and then Rise of the Dragon here. But really, and then here in the back, there's a bonus disc as well. And a bonus disc in here as well. But a really, really cool collection. And like I said, if you guys are a fan of the Bruce exploitation films, like I said, they made a number of different ones after he had passed away. And there was even some stuff, too, where they were, like, reusing, like, old footage for some stuff, too. Like, they had access to and stuff like that. And the next one I got here is from moviezing.com. I have a link below where you guys can order this one for the best price. And this one is also from Sony. This is one I'm so glad now is available on Blu-ray for the first time. It also includes on here a commentary track with Dennis Dugan, the director, which I don't remember that being on the old DVD. I'm pretty sure it's a brand new commentary on here. And this is the Chris Farley film, which he stars in Beverly Hills Ninja, which is a great movie. I just watched this again last night. I think this is just such a fun movie. I've watched this movie so many times throughout the years. And it's basically, you know, Chris Farley's character, who is a ninja, who basically, you know, he's kind of like the Great White Ninja, and he's kind of trying to prove himself to his father and his brother, and he's kind of like messing up and having all these problems. And this one woman comes to the dojo the one day who needs help, and basically he goes on the mission to try and help her and look for this person and everything, and the brother ends up coming after him to try and like help him he doesn't want him to know that he's following him around. So it's basically Chris Farley's character getting into all kinds of situations. And Chris Rock is in here too. Really, really fun movie. Like I said, so glad to have this one now on Blu-ray. The next one here, this one is also from Sony, and I'll have a link below for Moviezing as well, and also from Sony. And this is a fun movie here which stars Olivia Colman and Jessie Buckley, called Wicked Little Letters. And this is one of those ones I saw the trailer for in theaters and didn't get to see this one in theaters. And it's a really fun movie. It's one of those kind of movies like kind of about like people having real big problems with each other and issues. And it's like both of the characters, you know, they live in the same kind of a building, like apartment kind, not really an apartment, like kind of a townhouse thing. And basically something had ended up happening, and both of them at first like kind of were getting along, like they were going to be friends, and something was said, and then they ended up disliking each other. And basically Jessie Buckley's character like starts sending these like dirty letters to Olivia Colman and like kind of almost harassing her with these letters, and it becomes this whole thing with her getting arrested, and becomes this whole big thing about what's going to happen to her for these letters, and really like why was the reason for these letters, and if these two can kind of make up. And it's just a really fun kind of movie about two people having all these really, really serious problems with each other on here as well. And it has on here a bunch of different featurettes on the film Frenemies, Trolling in the 20s, and a true story featurette on here as well. The other one from moviezing.com, and this one is also from Universal, and this is Luc Besson's new film, Dogman, and this one stars Caleb Landry Jones. This was a really interesting movie. This one, I think this one might have had like a small theater release. I'm not sure though. Luc Besson, you know, is best known for Leon the Professor, you know, The Fifth Element. Always loved his stuff, and this is a really interesting movie. It's basically, though, Caleb Landry Jones's character. You see him at the beginning of the movie. He's getting like arrested, and he has all these dogs in the back of this car, and you can tell that he's like bloody and something had happened, and he basically gets arrested, and he's kind of telling kind of what had happened in his story to the woman at the police station, kind of what had happened. And you find out this whole story about him when he was younger, and like his father was like abusive and locked him in this kind of thing in the backyard with all these dogs, and like locked him back there and didn't give him food, and kind of he had this terrible life. And it's just kind of all about what led him into this lifestyle, and then he kind of started going into this area with some crime and some crazy stuff. It's a really, like I said, really interesting movie. Really like this one a lot. Like I said, this one here is called Dogman. The last one here, this one was from Full Moon Features, and this is a movie here called Bring Her to Me. This was an interesting, this one kind of film, this kind of had like a throwback, kind of like that late 70s, early 80s kind of like Let's Scare Jessica to Death kind of feel of like dream sequences, and someone having like sort of these weird kind of nightmares and like weird dreams and stuff of someone kind of like almost getting pulled to something and trying to figure out what it is and trying to get to the bottom of what these dreams mean and things like that. This one has on here Video Zone behind the scenes of Bring Her to Me. It has a director's commentary, original trailer, isolated music score, and trailers for other full moon releases. Anyway, though, guys, that was all for the review portions of this video. Like I always say, if you guys enjoy these videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Thanks and for watching, subscribing, and I'll see you guys later.